What's going on, everybody? Just finished up a workout. I woke up nice and early today, which was great. Well, 6 a.m. I know for many people that might not be that early. For some, that might be super duper early. But for me, waking up early is definitely something that is a positive attribute, and that helps me with my confidence and the way that I feel. So today, what I wanted to talk about is socializing just out in the random bouts. So how most people make their friends, and especially guys, how do we meet most of our women is usually through mutual friends, through a friend of a friend, someone that we may know slightly like an acquaintance, and then things just kind of level up slowly over time. Now, I was talking to a client of mine about going to the gym, and here's the thing, guys. When you go to the gym, you shouldn't be there to socialize, right? In fact, when you go places, you really shouldn't have the intention of trying to socialize. Unless you're in the really, really beginning stage of trying to cure your social anxiety. The reason why I say that is because that thought can tend to get inside of our head. We tend to be inside of our head instead of our body, and that makes us more socially anxious. That also makes us act like someone that we're not, as we will tend to worry about the opinions of others way too often. So what I found works really good at just making friends overall is, first off, being able to be in a state of presence and a state of being, guys. If you're able to just be and not think about what you're doing, what you're saying, usually what happens is two things. One, it works itself out and everything works out fine. Two, there's a mistake that happens, you lose something, and you learn from it. Okay? So, for instance, let's say you're at a party and you want to make some friends. What most people do is they overcomplicate it. Usually it involves some sort of drug involvement. It involves some sort of drama in order to open up conversation. And that right there is killer. Because if you try to open up a connection with somebody through the use of drama, talking about somebody, talking about something, that sometimes with small talk, it can generate into a much closer relationship. But talking about drama, talking about other people, talking about the news and politics and stuff, unless the person clicks with you, most of the time that shit's gonna go south, guys. What you want to be able to do is just have like your sexy swagger, you know? You want to be able to just be in your own confident state and be able to do things as you please. So talking specifically with my client about socializing at the gym. Now when it comes to socializing at the gym, it's obviously going to be a little bit difficult and a little bit different than socializing anywhere else, especially like a party. If you go to the gym, your main focus should be what? Well, what do you want to achieve at the gym? Are you going there to socialize, or are you going there to get in shape? Are you going there to work hard? Are you going there to train? Once you have your mindset in the right place of I'm focused on my own being and on my own self and my own improvement and getting stronger and getting faster and improving my physique, all of a sudden things start to kind of flow in a much more different way. And what do I mean by that? You start to become more approachable. This is huge. If you're the type of guy that's just looking and gawking at all the girls, and you want to look at their asses, and you want to wear your headphones, and you blasting all this music in your ear that's just taking you away from that present moment, no one is going to come up and try to start a conversation with you. No one's going to open themselves up to you. Well, of course some people will, but if you kind of come off as like that creepy guy, best of luck, man. That shit's not really going to flow that well, especially if you're trying to meet some girls. And especially at the gym, it can be a little bit difficult because a lot of girls over there are attention whores. And they just want to dress up in their tight-fitted pants and their tight-fitted sports bras, and they want people to stare at their asses and stare at their muscles. That's why they got in shape in the first place. Most of those gym girls, they're in relationships. They're not really looking to mate with anybody, unless specifically they are looking for the highest value guy. And their sense of value can be very different. It could be someone that is like the highest rated personal trainer over there, and they see them with tons of clients, and that makes them feel like they're successful. Or maybe it's someone that just kind of does their own thing at the gym, and it's like, wow, I wonder more about him. He's mysterious. But from what I found is that most of the time, if you want to create more of a social environment, like at the gym per se, or anywhere that involves a lot of the same people coming around in the same place, making yourself approachable, meaning you are focused on you, first off. You're focused on your own work, because that is very well respected. And if you really want to socialize at the gym a little bit more, I would say just ditch the headphones. Try to get off your phone. Try to focus more on your workout and the world around you. So if you're in between sets and you're looking around and all of a sudden there's someone near you who doesn't have their headphones in and they're looking at you, and you find something on them that you like, and you're like, oh, like, that's a cool shirt. Like, for instance, like, I'm wearing this jiu-jitsu shirt, so like sometimes I'll see other people in jiu-jitsu wear and I'll start a conversation that way, like, oh, you do jiu-jitsu? Like, or the other day I saw somebody wearing a wrestling shirt and I was like, oh, you used to wrestle? And we started a little conversation that way. I remember when I would get girls at the gym when I was a personal trainer, this particular story was a couple years back. I had a girl that was wearing a Alpha Elite shirt from Christian Guzman, and at the time I was a huge Christian Guzman fan. So I went up to her. I went up to her, but I noticed that she would always be staring at me, and I think that's a huge sign. When you're going to open up to somebody and you're going to try to start a conversation, do they look like they're ready to start a conversation, or are they kind of closed off and just doing their own thing? I'm not saying that you can't try. Definitely go ahead and try if that's something that you just want to do. But I always like to conversate with people that are a little bit more open, because I find that the conversation just kind of goes in the style that I want it to be. I'm a very free-flowing guy. I'm a very simple guy. When things just kind of start to happen, I will tend to have a much better time. Versus if I have to feel like I'm annoying somebody or feeling like I'm trying to impress somebody, then I know that I'm not going to act the way that I'm going to act, and that makes the entire event stressful. Sometimes a simple just, hey, how are you? How was your day today? To like one of the workers at the gym or something can also lead to just you creating a new friend there. Or, hey, how is it going? Can I work in on this machine? But you're not doing it with the intention to socialize more, guys. You're doing it with the focus of yourself. You're perceiving your value to other people, and you're blessing people with your existence. That's a whole nother way of looking at it than, I'm timid. Like, should I say hi? Like, I want to say hi. Like, should I make friends? Like, should I not? Like, I don't know what to do. That contemplation is going to just ruin you. You don't want to have to think about all of that. Be confident in yourself. Understand who it is that's trying to open up to you, and realize that you don't have to go around just saying hi to everybody and complimenting people and all that stuff. If you find someone that's interesting to you, try to conversate with them. You don't have to just go and conversate with everybody. If it's somebody that's interesting to you, you see that they look very open, hey, go ahead and talk to them. You also, especially when it comes to like the context of like a gym, if people are constantly meeting up, your first interaction with somebody, whether it's a chick or whatever, it does not have to be long. So back to the story with the girl with the Alpha Elite shirt, she was always staring at me, and so I went up to her, and out of genuinely, I just said, hey, I really like your shirt, and then I just dipped out. Like, I literally just walked off and started I had to work out. I just wanted to tell her that she had a nice shirt. For the next couple of weeks, I see her staring at me a lot, and she was in the power rack, and I walked over to the power rack. I asked if she was still using it, and she was like, no, I'm done, and she ripped her headphone out, and she just kind of stood there, and she kind of just looked at me, so I was like, all right, it looks like she wants to talk. So I just asked her, like, so you getting like coached by Christian Guzman? Like, what's like? Are you ever like, or like, oh, so you know Christian Guzman? Like, I forget exactly what I said, but I related it back to the topic of the shirt, because that's where we were. So we started small talking a little bit. We started just talking a little bit while we did our cardio together, and then that led to going on a couple of dates. So now, if you're able to have a more confident, sexy swagger self, and you have that high value in yourself and that confidence, things just start to flow a little bit better, guys. So the whole point of this is that if you want to make friends around the world and just in different areas of your life, You want to be open-minded and approachable. You're standing there with your shoulders back. You don't look like you're like thinking about a million things. You're just there. You're just being. You're just present. So meditation is huge. If you do struggle with staying relaxed and staying calm, then I do recommend that you start some sort of meditation. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to put that point out there. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and you could check out some of the six-pack confidence stuff right in the description. You can look at our Strength and Confidence Facebook group, so that way you can join a community of like-minded individuals, because I know that a lot of people that are watching this type of video are looking to improve themselves. So anybody that's looking to improve themselves, come over, join the Strength and Confidence Facebook group. If you want, if you're trying to get yourself in shape, you can look at some of the links I put down. I put some free resources to get your ass in shape. Anyway, guys, peace out.